Hello everyone. Now that the CAT 2023 notification is officially out, we thought of doing this video to highlight the 5 important points that are the takeaways from this particular notification. Now, if you look at the date of the CAT is going to happen on the 26th of November 2023, which is a Sunday. Now, typically CAT has been happening on the last Sunday of November every year, and that's why this is not exactly a surprise. Now, if you look at how it's going to be conducted, it's going to be conducted across 3 slots on the 26th of November. Now, typically the first slot is earlier in the morning, the second slot will be around afternoon, and the third slot will be in the evening. Now, these slots will be randomly allocated to you, and you will have no choice in terms of which slot do you want to select when it comes to appearing for the test. If you get a morning slot, you will have to take the test in the morning slot, and you will not be able to change it once you have been allocated the slot. The second thing that we are looking at is in terms of the format of the test. Now, this test is going to happen in terms of 3 sections, which will be verbal ability and reading comprehension, data interpretation and logical reasoning, and quantitative ability. Now, these 3 sections will be conducted over 2 hours, and that's why you will get 40 minutes per section. Now, this is exactly similar to what had happened in case of CAT 2022, and that's why there should not be any significant change in terms of your preparation as well. The third thing that we are going to talk about is in terms of the schedule of the test. Now, the schedule of the test or the registration will be starting as per the things that you can see on your screen. So, the first thing is in terms of the beginning of the registration, it will start around the first week of August. The exact dates are mentioned in the description box below, so you can check it there. The registration will end in the mid of September. So, it is recommended that you register for the test in the middle of this window and do not wait for the last date to approach, because there might be some documents that would need to be uploaded in certain cases, and you might want to be prepared just in case you don't have those documents in order. Now, the admit card is typically available around the end of October, and even this year things are not going to change. If you look at the date on which CAT is going to happen, it is going to happen on the 26th of November 2023 as previously discussed. Now, what happens after the CAT is that there will be results that will be announced around the first week of January. Now, this can happen slightly earlier or slightly later as well, but typically it happens around the first week of January 2024. And that is when you will get the results to your entire CAT score, and you will also be able to figure out whether you have got shortlists from the IIMs or not. The next bit that we are looking out is in terms of administrative details. So, if you are looking at the selection of test cities, you will be given a section in your application form wherein you will have to select, or you will have to prioritize the cities in which you wish to appear for the test. Now, you have to be very careful in terms of your preference, because once you submit the preference, you will not be able to change it. And depending on their algorithm, whichever is the best available city to you, that will be allocated to you. Now, once you have been allocated a city, you will not be able to change the city. So, make sure that you know exactly where you are going to be on the 26th of November, and you select your city accordingly. Now, once you do that, and once you get your city and slot, you will not be able to change it. So, be extra careful. Now, you will also have to go through the entire form. You will have to select which IIMs to go for, where do you want to schedule your interviews and everything. So, for that, we will have a separate form filling video wherein we will discuss the entirety of the CAT form. The last bit that we are trying to look at here is in terms of the test details. Now, if you look at the details of the test, again, more or less, it will remain similar to what had happened in CAT 2022. So, in terms of the order of the sections, they will be predefined, and that's why you will not be allowed to switch between sections. So, let's say you start with the VARC section, you will not be able to look at quant questions even if you are done with the VARC section within the stipulated 40 minutes. Also, once you have submitted a section, you will not be able to go back to that section. So, the entire order is fixed, and that's why switching of sections will not be allowed. There will be certain questions which will expect you to input the answer in the form of numbers. So, these questions are called theta questions, which are typed in the answer. So, you will be given a text box and you will have to enter your answer manually. So, if the answer to a question is, let's say 125, you will have to type 125 or click 125 on the on-screen keyboard that will be there, and that's how you will be able to submit your answer. In terms of on-screen calculator, there has been no change. The on-screen calculator will be available for the sections of logical reasoning, data interpretation, and quantitative ability. So you can use that to either calculate something or verify your calculations. Now, in terms of how can we be of help to you, we have batches that are ongoing for CAT 2023 preparation. There will be the last few CAT 23 batches that will be launched in the upcoming months. You can sign up for that on the basis of your convenience and requirement. For those of you who have taken CAT earlier and who just need a bit of organized preparation, we have our self-learning program wherein you will get the courseware, you will get the online content, and you will be able to take the tests. So that will be helpful to you in case you have had some background in terms of CAT preparation. The third thing that we have is test series. So if you are someone who is really good in terms of content but just wants to figure out where you stand in terms of the competition, we have the IMS SimCATs that are already up and running. So you can sign up for those and figure out where you are and what your percentile or rank is going to be. And in terms of score improvement program, these will be announced shortly, wherein you will be able to focus on a particular section and improve that particular section, just in case you believe that you have just one weakness in terms of a particular section. Now, in terms of the updates that we bring to you, we have two broad channels in addition to our YouTube channel, wherein you will be able to see the updates. So you can scan the codes that are there on your screen to join these two channels. So in terms of Instagram, you can just sign up there to get information in terms of say placements, in terms of any updates that are there, or general tests. In terms of the Telegram channel as well, you will be getting a lot of updates in terms of which B schools would have floated their applications, which tests would be open to registration, when are they going to change. So all those updates will be shared on the Telegram channel. So it's highly recommended that you join these two avenues so that you are on top of things in terms of updates. We wish you all the best with your CAT preparation, and we hope that you continue preparing for the test with us till the time we reach 26th of November 2023. All the best, everyone.